Hello and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Mosby. Thanks for being here for our Weekend Wonder. Yes, it is the show where we bring you a favourite product of ours. Sometimes it's a new launch, sometimes it's something a little bit different. Today we're going to be looking at one of our favourite recent new launches. If you haven't yet picked it up, your chance to do so over the course of this show. If you're watching live, of course, you can get any questions in. I'm talking about the amazing honeycomb paper showstopper that we launched a little while back. So if you already have it and you have any questions, if you're watching this show live, get those questions in. Of course, if you're watching any of the reruns over the course of the weekend, then hopefully you can have a bit chat amongst yourselves. But lots of fun, lots of ideas. As I say, if you already got it, lots of inspiration for you. If you haven't yet got it, we will take you through the deal and yeah, give you lots of information about why you might want it in your life. And the lady who's going to give you the inspiration and demonstration, because demonstration's what you need if you want to be an amazing crafter. It is the marvellous Sheila Halliwell. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What was it? Oh, dedication's what you need.
Dedication, yeah, inspiration.
Yeah. We had a bit of a play with this earlier, didn't we? And I think you've cracked like how to get the best out of the honeycomb paper, but we did find out that you can actually use it both ways. Yes,
you can. Obviously, with one way you'll get the like close and the open section, then the other way will just create like a little kind of strip like that. Yeah. So you could use it as a border, and it's surprising how long you can pull that out to be. So it would, I think it will go to about 6 inches, if maybe not a bit longer if you're doing a bigger project than that. So, but yeah, you can do it. If you do it by accident the wrong way, you can still use that piece, but not as a honeycomb piece.
It's a fun collection. It's very different to anything I think that we've done before. So should be a lot of fun for you. We've got Jan on the socials for this one. She's in for the rest of the day, so she will be here if you're watching live for all of the fun on Friday night live tonight. Already in is Trudy Bickham saying good morning. Alison Mason is in, the cake lady. Little Bear says, hi Ben, and happy Friday to everyone. Hello. Hello also to Christine Mahoney, who says hello again, happy Friday. And Carolyn says hi to Ben, Sheila, Jan and staff from Boise in Idaho. You'll have to let me know in this show what you are up to. What is your weekend highlight? What are you most looking forward to this weekend? Have you got a day out planned? Are you meeting with family and friends? Are you crafting anything exciting? Is there a special event going on? You'll have to let us know your weekend highlight. What's your weekend highlight? Going home?
Yeah.
I mean that in the nicest possible way, by the way. Yeah, get out of here.
I think so. Yeah, it'd be nice to just go home and, you know, have contact with my sisters again and see Wayne and stroke my cats and stuff. And there's, you know, there's things to be sorted still at home regarding my mum and things. So obviously I've got stuff to do there, but might be able to go outside and cut the grass and do a few things that I've not been able to do recently. So a few more homely things. But we'll see how the weather is tomorrow. I believe it's still quite hot down south in Lancashire. Yeah, I feel like it's Wayne said it was still pretty hot down there, so it might be just too hot to mow the grass.
We'll see. I'm gonna have to mow the grass tonight when I get in, because I've got to erect a tent.
Oh yes, you have,
evening.
haven't you, for the girls?
Yeah, we've got a bell tent though, so it's really easy to do. It's a big one, so you can get all 4 of us in it. And the only best way to describe it is it's like a mini big top. So you pen down the ground sheet. Yeah. And then you pop the top bit on and pen that down. You have like this massive pole. Must be about, I don't know, that sort of height.
Right, okay.
And then you just basically walk in with that, stick it up the middle, and there you go. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
And it just opens it up?
Yeah, and it's as simple as that. It's like a big top, and then you can all get. Well, we've been away before with all 4 of us and the dog in there.
Yeah. So when you put the pole in there and then like and that lifts it up, does the pole sit in something or does it just kind of stand on the base of the tent?
No, it just sort of stands on the base.
Really?
Yeah, it hooks into a little thing at the top. Yeah.
So I guess when you
you're making sure that obviously when you pen it out that it's like tight enough, so then when it goes up it sort of
it stays that way. Yeah, because if it wasn't, I guess the force on that would hold it up, wouldn't it, as well? Oh, interesting.
So that'll be tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, as I said to you, I'm going to the Lake District tomorrow to compete in a silly event, as Laura calls them. Another one of your silly events.
I love that.
So that'll be fun.
Silly event.
I must just show you this because you didn't see this as well. You know, you talk about going home stroking your cats.
Yes.
This was me and my dog last night. It's one of my favourite ever pictures I've took of Molly Collie. Basically, Laura was watching a programme with Daisy, Love Island. So me and Molly Collie went upstairs, and she was very happy to be with me.
Oh, look at her. She's
laughing.
She's lovely, isn't she?
Little cute
She's
face.
just so lovely.
Yeah.
In every way.
Bless her.
Bless her.
Anyway, I bet she ends up in the tent with the girls on Saturday night. That'll probably happen.
And I'm sure she'll love that and they'll love that as well, I guess.
Hi to Pat. Says, good morning to Ben, Sheila, crew and Juan, my lovely crafting friends, and from a very hot and hazy New Jersey. Laurie Barnett, legend Laurie. Good morning, crafty peeps. Beautiful way to start my Friday, watching two of my wonderful friends, Sheila and Ben.
Oh, Laurie's just the nicest person, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
She's just the nicest person, honestly, she really is.
We always, when we went to Craftiganza in Texas, when we had our meals, it's funny, isn't it, how we had the first meal, and after that first meal, we all ended up sitting in the same place, didn't we, after that?
Yeah.
Nobody moved. And at the end of the table, it was always me, Sheila and Laurie, wasn't it? So we had some good chit-chat. And
we did, yeah. We talked, we had fun and we had laughs and we talked about family and, you know, her lovely daughters and her grandchildren and stuff and her, you know, family life prior to that and stuff. So, yeah, just really nice to meet Laurie because we couldn't think, because I knew Laurie's, like, I knew her not to look at, but I knew her name, and I was thinking, where would I have known your name from? And I think it was from her, you know, years of appearing in crafting magazines, and I think that's where I knew her name from. I always knew her name, but I just couldn't think where. And we were talking about it with Taylor, because Taylor used to do some stuff as well. I think they used to work for the same, like, kind of team. So, yeah, so it was nice to finally put a finger on it and go, that's where I knew your name from. So, yeah, it's lovely to meet her and spend time with her.
Stephanie's in. Hello, Stephanie and Shirley Rowan. Jay Pressy's in Philly. And Little Bear says, I'm making an ice cream sundae at the moment and crafting lots more ice cream creations over the weekend.
Oh.
And Jackie Kosh says, I think this weekend we'll be using the Honeycomb collection, so can't wait to see what ideas Sheila gives us. If you haven't got it, here it is. These are the dies that you're going to receive. So it is a big die set. It's 35 pieces that you're getting within this set to allow you to create the most fantastic cards. There are some sentiments in here too, but multimedia dies you're going to get and a set of your kind of standard dies. So the multimedia dies will work to create that effect with the honeycomb, and then you've got lots of other dies in there to be able to kind of use around that to dress it up. You've got sentiments which say things like sweet as honey, sending love, you're sweet, and then you also get stamps in here too, which are kind of like instruction stamps, for example. So like on this one here, it says, take a peek, take a sneak peek inside. So the honeycomb surprise is obviously folded flat, and you go, oh, what's this? And then the recipient goes, oh, look at that. And then they create like a little hot air balloon, look. And that goes just like that, see? Then, look at this one. The hot air balloons are my favourite in here. I know you can create fruit, but I really love the hot air balloons. There you go. That one goes. And then, let me show you this one I love. Have them on the front of a box as well. This one's just been obviously used quite a few times. It's got a little tear in it. But look, create little cherries, little apples with these two. And we'll show you how to get that effect in just a second. But it's super, super simple to do. You get within the kit everything you need because you get the dies. You're going to get your stamps. You are also going to get your honeycomb paper. So there are 6 sheets of the paper in here in the different colours. So brown, red, green, blue, yellow and pink. And again, plenty there when you consider the size of the dies to be cutting out lots and lots of different pieces to craft with. And you get your hook and loops as well, your hook and loop dots. There are 216 of these, 3 lots of 72, and they are perfect again to hold in place the honeycomb effect when these are folded out by the recipient. Of course, everything folds flat for you to post. It's a really cool system. Those, again, brilliant if you like to create your own construction pieces like little purses, little bags, and also, of course, Debbie Robinson's favourite TP cards. If you do want to buy extras of the honeycomb paper, it is available on the website. Today's offers also got the hook and loop dots at last look. They were also available on a deal. Send in any comments if you've already got yours, why you love this collection. If you want to send in any pictures as well of any of your honeycomb creations, we would love to see them. And if you haven't yet got them, ask us any questions you might have that will help you in securing your purchase. Morning to Trudy, who says, adorable Molly Collie. Thank you. Takes after her dad. Good morning, everyone, from sunny Montana. Mary Pat's in. Jean Marie is in. Hi to Joanne Madigan. And hi also to Stephanie Theodos, who says, dinner out with family Saturday, a swim and watching the soccer final on Sunday at my son's. And Alison says, it's my mum's birthday on Tuesday, so I have presents to wrap. Otherwise, just time with Mr. and Junior Mr. Mason. Michelle Moore in Queens, New York, hello to you too. Shall we get on over to Sheila then and see what we're going to do with these and have a bit of a play?
Yes. Okay. So on the earlier show, we did the one with the cherries on. So I thought we'd do the hot air balloon on this one, but we'd do it with like a vintage theme. So we kind of just make all three of them very different in the way they look and appear.
Yeah.
Because I think we've only seen like, well, the samples I've seen, we've had like the ones that we used at Crafterganza, and so I thought, oh, let's try and change the theme rather than, you know, just doing them in pinks and yellows and stuff like that. Let's change them and do three different things.
What was the Crafterganza one? Was that a balloon? Or?
That was the, no, the Crafterganza one was the TP card with the beehive.
Oh, yeah,
so it was really detailed.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, it was crazy to, you know, we had to actually construct it, put it together. But they were great when they're done. Everyone loved them. So, yeah, really, really nice card to do. So we're going to do the hot air balloon. So what I thought we'd do, we'll use 6x6 card and we'll make it as an easel card. So I've already taken my 6x6 card and scored it halfway down the middle there. So we'll have our folded bit like this. And then I've cut another one in half to give me the front panel that will sit on here like this. So I thought, right, what should we use for like a vintage theme? And funnily enough, yesterday when I came in, I think they've been having a sort in some of the rooms over in the other building, and James had given me this. It's your favourite paper pad, isn't it?
It is vintage scrapbook.
Vintage scrapbook.
Cartologist's favourite scrapbook, that one.
Yes, because it's got a bit of everything in, hasn't it? For like flying, for sailing, for cycling. So I was like, okay, this would work really well. So I went through and I looked at the colours in there and I thought I quite like this because it's got the cream, it's very vintagey, it's got the maps on, it's also got like a lot of brown and a lot of like tealy blue. So I've tried to marry up some of the colours of the Arden cardstock. We've got a dark shades, and I thought, okay, well they work quite nicely with this. And obviously the colour looks a bit darker on the screen there, but this is a nice teal colour. So it will tie in with what we're going to do on the card. Yeah. So I've already cut 1 or 2 squares out in the teal and the brown. And what I want to do is I want to do some like layers. So and then we'll put the maps onto here. So I'm going with quite dark colours now, and I'm going to put a little brown ink around the edge of the brown card. I'm not sure it's going to show up because I feel like the brown ink is slightly lighter. I think it is actually, but do you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm sure it will just show a little bit. Yeah, I can see it on the edge there. It's slightly lighter than I wanted. And I thought, shall I add some black? But then I think that would have been a bit too dark. So I'm going to see how that dries and if it's worth me then putting some on the other pieces. But if not, it's absolutely fine.
Do you know what Laurie's just put? And I love this. She says, Ben, you could make 2 honeycomb circles from the brown and put a black bar between, and then you've got a barbell. So for anyone who goes to the gym,
brilliant.
That would be really fun. Brilliant. I love that idea.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Oh, see, that's why Laurie was helping us out.
Yes.
'Cause she's got a genius crafting brain.
Thank goodness she was in my classes.
She
That's
was
all
in
I'll
your
say.
class, wasn't she? I don't think we actually got to work together in that respect. So, but we did sit together a lot. So,
Yeah.
and we had nice chats. So that was kind of.
Seems like a lifetime ago that now, doesn't it?
Just,
Dallas?
yeah, it does seem like a lifetime ago. Yeah, it does.
We went to the old, went to Fort Worth, didn't we? Went shopping.
We did, yeah. We did indeed, and we got some great photos together.
Saw the cattle drive.
We did indeed, the Longhorn cattle, which were quite amazing.
Saw the Debbies sit on the cows.
Getting up on there, yeah. I couldn't do it just because my dodgy hip.
Yeah.
I thought if it had been facing the other way, I think I might have been able to manage it. But there was no way I could get my dodgy right hip and right leg over the top of that bull to sit on it. So, yeah, maybe next time, if we go again.
Well, I said that I was going to do it. When I found out it was $10 to sit on the cow, I thought, nah, you're all right.
We just, sat down near it, didn't we, in front of it?
Yeah.
We just liked to sit.
I wasn't in the mood to sit on the couch.
I knew you were going to say something then about that.
Yeah. Dear, oh dear.
Okay, I'm just going to get my pencil out of my bag just to do a little mark here. So what I want to do on the map here, and it looks like a really old map because it's not got places on here, obviously, but we've got the British Isles, then we've got France and Spain, and then we go down into Africa, up into the Netherlands and Holland and that way. So what I'm going to do is try and get it so that we've got the British Isles on this section here. So, and then hopefully on the inside panel, we'll be able to get the United States on there. So we're kind of, you know, working almost a bit for everyone, really. I can't get Australia on there, but, right, I always do this, don't I? I put them out with my pencil.
You can't see it.
And then I can't see it. I really can't see it. Ah, there we go. So that's that one. So if I cut that one first, that'll give me more of an idea. I do it every time. I should probably just do it with like a black pen or something like that so it'll really show up. Okay, so we're going to trim this down to fit on the front of here. And again, this would be quite a nice card for mail or a traveller or maybe someone who's going off travelling somewhere.
Yeah.
Now I can see the line there. So let's just go along there like that.
Yeah, maybe the kids are having a bit of a year out.
Year out, yeah.
Do kids still do that? I don't know. At a certain age. Is that still a big thing?
So, yeah, I think they do. I think they all like to think that they're going to, you know, they can do that. And they go, I think I'm going to take a year out. I was like, blimey, how lovely must that be to take a year out of just general life.
What do they call it? Like a sabbatical kind of thing?
Sabbatical, that's the one, yes. Taking a sabbatical.
My Laura did that when she left university before I met her and went travelling the world for 6 months.
Did she?
Yeah. And she came back and met me.
Yeah.
Says she wishes
she's
she'd stayed
never
out.
looked back, has she?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think she probably wishes she'd stayed out in the world longer, but there you go.
Stop it. Stop it, honestly. Yeah. She'd have been sorry if somebody else had grabbed you.
Well, I don't know about that.
Wouldn't she? Because she would.
I get a bit jealous, though, because she talks of, you know, places she's been which I've never visited. Like she went to Australia and Singapore and Thailand.
Yeah, but it's never too late, is it?
No.
You know, I guess as your children grow up, that's something when they get their own adult lives, then you can go, you know what, we could do that.
Well, she's always said, like, she said, you'd love Australia. We'd have to go back there, you know, when we're a bit older. Or she said, Thailand. She said, you'd love it in Thailand, you know, all the food and that. And she said, it's so cheap, but lovely, you know, even like the street food and that, so lovely.
Of course.
India she went to as well.
Yeah, it's nice to travel.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky in that respect, and a lot of it I've done on my own. Just mainly through work. Yeah. Through this job. You know, I've done a lot of travelling. Like, I used to go to Russia every year to do workshops. You know, go to like consumer shows and things. And then my other travel, of course, which again is predominantly where I've been able to travel, was with the band. You know, and we were blessed that we could do 2 or 3 trips a year with all our fundraising to enable us to go from one side of America to another, to go to Australia, go to Russia. And then again, I've been to all these places again, but just with work as a crafter. So, and it does make you, it kind of makes you very humble, I think. You know what I mean? And it's great, makes you worldly wise. You actually get to see how other people live, and it doesn't always mean that everyone's living a better life than you are. You know, sometimes you'll see the poverty side of things
Yeah.
as well, which is what we used to see with the band. You know, our fundraiser, who used to do all the fundraising for us, or a lot of it, she used to make sure that she was well travelled. We would always go somewhere where, you know, you saw kind of I don't want to say the rougher side of town, but obviously the poorer side of town. And then we would then go, so we went and stayed in a hostel once that was in Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, in this hostel, it was really quite frightening. It was, you know, it was very run down. And we were like, there were only about probably 6 or 7 girls. The rest of the people in the band were lads, you see. So, and we all got on really great. We're all of similar age. And we used to be like, can some of the lads come and stay in our room, just because we didn't like to be in that hostel.
Yeah.
You know, we felt a bit unsafe. And then after we'd had 2 or 3 days there, we went out and ate like street food on the street in the evening, and there would like be rats running up and down the curb, you know, waiting for the bits of food, which was quite harrowing. And then we went into Singapore then, and stayed in like a 4-star hotel where you know, there's no rubbish. You're not allowed to drop chewing gum on the street and stuff like that. And that was a real, you know, different side of things. So we got to see the poorer side and the richer side. You know, and that you don't always realise that does happen. You know, if you stay in the same place for a lot of your life. You know, I mean, we were very privileged that we got those
worldly wise, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. And my younger sister is the same. She's travelled a lot. She goes, like, she lives in California, but she travels a lot on her own. If there's an opera on anywhere, you know, she's straight on a plane and to go and see the opera. She loves opera. So she's gone over to like Germany and Spain and Italy, and, you know, just gone off on her own. She went over to Turkey and just on her own. And, you know, it's just we were talking about it when she was over, actually. A few weeks ago. She's gone back now, obviously, but yeah, it was just it's just nice to have had those opportunities, you know, and to be able to see what goes on. But it's never too late to do it. No, never too late to do it.
Sheila's joined us in afternoon. I need cheering up. My hand recovery is driving me nuts.
Oh, no.
I don't like not being able to craft. Well, Sheila, sending you lots of love.
Definitely.
Hi to Karen. Hi to Dawn. And Alison says, Ben, what do you call an airline full of bald people?
Don't know.
Receding airlines.
That's brilliant. That is good, isn't it?
I should have saved that for tonight, really, shouldn't I? But there we go.
We've got a barber's near us, and they're called Turkish Hairlines.
Turkish Hairlines.
And I just love it. Every time I go past, I think, oh my goodness, this is brilliant. This is brilliant.
These places with puns for names, eh? Ooh.
I know, yeah.
Hairy Poppins.
Absolutely, yeah. Now then, I've just cut my map in half here, and I need to rejoin it just while I look at where. There we go. So we've got. So I think this is America, isn't it? Here, this is America, North America, and this is like old maps, and they're not true to life. And then South America. So I've kind of tried to get more northern and central on here. So we're kind of catering for a lot of people, a lot of our crafters as well. I know it's not a real map. Oh, I need to trim that a bit more on that side, don't I? Yes. So let's trim a little bit more off here. So what we've done is we've got 2 different sections of the map, and also we've gone with the alternating colours. So on the base here we've got brown, then the teal, then the map. And on the other piece, which will go on the front, we've got the teal and then the brown and the map. So we've kind of changed it over just a little bit. So we need to do a bit more trimming on here. And then we can add a bit of ink down there, and then that can go on. And then we've got our base and our top piece ready, and then we can go on to do the honeycomb with the balloon. Now, also as well, because this is quite, I want it to be quite vintage, from those papers as well, I've also cut a couple of postcards out so that we can bring those in as well. And then I've also got the ice cream, it is the ice cream van, isn't it? Let me just double check. I'm thinking of the title of it. Yeah, the ice cream van.
Oh, I thought you were saying ice green.
No,
ice cream.
Cream. I was going to say ice cream then. No, ice cream van. there's a little set of like bunting flags in there. So I've cut those out because very often on the old style hot air balloons, you used to have like what looks like bunting. So what I've done is I've cut a couple of those out in this map paper as well. And we're going to try and get those onto the card somewhere. So we've got our little base piece here now, and we can put that on there. And then we can start to do the cutting of the honeycomb. So that, well, if we get the base of it done, then all we're doing then is decorating it. And obviously, if you've got anything like old style clocks or little embellishments that you can use from some of your collections that you buy, we buy all kinds of things. If not, any like chain or broken jewellery or little like rusty things that look a bit oldie worldy would probably fit with this as well.
That's why you need to be a crafty womble, you see.
Yeah.
Pick and pull the bits and pieces to use with it.
I know. I was looking at all the stuff in Mum's house. I think I said this the other day, that she's got like kept rusty nails and stuff, and I was like, what on earth is she thinking, keeping all these things? But I'll probably end up taking some of them back thinking, oh, well, I could use these. Right, so let's get the balloon die. So again, it's half of a die, so we're going to use the multimedia one. So, oh, look at that, we can just get it there. So, as we said before, even if you cut it that way with the lines going down, or you cut it landscape with the lines going across, it's the way you put the die on that matters. So if you remember, in the first show, we actually had the lines going down and the longer section of the die along there. So if I cut that now, that should be the right way. If it's not the right way, it's not the end of the world, because as we've seen, we can still use it, but in a slightly different way. So let's pop that one onto there like that. So let's put this over the top. Now I'm not taping it. You can tape it if you want to, but I feel like if I get this all put together and held tightly like that, we can put that through the machine and we can cut that balloon. Now I've already cut, if I bring in these dies, I've already cut this balloon out here, because for every honeycomb piece you're going to have a base, a base piece as well, which is what you're going to use to put your honeycomb on. And
it is only multimedia dies that cut the honeycomb papers, Sheila's asking.
Yes,
yeah.
It is, yes. So we've cut that out of there now. So that's nicely like kind of compacted in there. So we can just give that a minute while we bring in the other piece now. Now I also need to cut from the brown. I need to cut, again, it's very similar to the one we've just cut there. But this is the one that we put the other side of the balloon to so that we can open and close it. But this is just a regular die. So this can just go onto our piece of brown. And then what we'll do, we'll take this one down, because I'm just going to put this in between. We don't need a metal plate for this. So let's do that one, and then we can see if we can put that together. And then also what we need as well, we need to cut from the dies, we want to cut the basket here that hangs below the balloon. So let's just bring that out of there. Okay, so I'm going to put that back on there as I go, and then I'm not going to lose it. Okay, so we might do the basket out of the teal colour just to give it a bit of variation. So let's just double check then. So what I would always do, even if you're totally confident that you've cut the balloon the right way, I would probably just pull it apart just a tiny bit just to check you've got those honeycomb pieces there, because there's nothing worse than cutting out. Yes, we can see there that that's going to open up like proper honeycomb. So now we know that we can stick this onto here. I would hate for you to cut all this out and stick it on and then end up with it being wrong and not working for you.
Yeah.
So you'll stick that one onto there and you'll stick this one onto here. And then what we'll do is we'll do our hook and loop, the little sticky dots as well. So let's put this on here. Now, because I'm going on to brown card here, if I stamp on it in black ink, you probably won't see it. So I think because of the colours and the stamps we've got, what we can do, we've got this open for a surprise here. So we could, because it's going round again, we could put that here over the balloon, and then we've got up, up and away, which we'll put further down the project.
And Keena's asking if she can use the honeycomb if she doesn't have a Gemini. As long as you've got something to cut it with, right? Multimedia dies should work in most machines, I would have thought.
They should do. I mean, we do recommend that you've got a metal shim. So, because that would, you know, benefit using the multimedia die. That's what we would usually recommend with our machines and our dies. I could try it.
Okay.
Through the Gemini without the metal shim. Because it's quite compact, there's a lot of layers of tissue in there. But it might, because it's soft and it is tissue and it is like kind of crushed together, you might get away with not having a metal shim, but I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I'll glue these on while they're just bonding. Then I'll try it through the machine.
Okay.
It's worth trying it, I think, just to make sure, because it might be worth doing it, and just in case you've not got a metal plate.
Keep the questions coming anyway. If you've got any more, fire them our way.
Yeah.
And if you've got the collection, as I say, let us know if you've used it, if you love it. Any pictures, fire those in too.
I think it's unusual.
Yeah.
It's an unusual collection, and I like kind of unusual things. I like weird things. I like things that are not quite so common. I've never been a follower of anything. So if everybody goes and does something, I just won't do it. And I don't know if that means I'm a bit stubborn or what. I don't know. I've never been a follower. Non-conformist, is that what I am? Is that what I am? Maybe I am, yeah. Maybe I am.
I'm a bit like that though when it comes to things like you know, like TV shows or something where everyone's like going, oh, have you seen this TV show or that TV show? And I won't watch it just because everyone goes on about it. And the biggest one for me, the example of that is Breaking Bad. When everyone was watching Breaking Bad, like whatever it was, 10, 12 years ago, I was like, oh, I'm not watching that. Yeah. And then I came to it about 2 years ago and then watched it when I was ready.
Watched it when in your time.
But the great thing about doing that, of course, I then didn't have to wait until the following week to get the next episode because I had it all there.
Yeah.
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 I love Breaking Bad. It was really good. Dean's just saying I do watch the traitors. Everyone else watches the traitors. Yeah, I suppose so. But I don't watch all the other. Everyone watches like the American, the Australian, and I just watch the English one. Too busy for that. Too busy for that.
Yeah. I mean, my older sister, right, she started watching Big Brother when it first came out, and she's carried this on as a tradition. She absolutely adores it. And honestly, it got to a point where she would shut down life, basically.
What, to watch Big Brother?
Yeah, and go, well, I'm not coming out of that now. I can't come round, Big Brother's on. And it's just, it's just weird. She does it every time. And I'm like, that's really weird, because I just don't like it. I'm not really interested in people's lives like that.
No.
I'd rather probably watch something on Beethoven. Now then, look at that. I have cut that out with the multimedia die and no metal plate. So the chances are you might be able to cut it and it will still work without the metal plate. The metal plate will give you a bit more oomph and definitely cut through.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to show you that because I wouldn't want to say, no, it won't work when it will, or yes, it will when it won't. But you can see how it has cut it still. So you might get away with it on a different machine. I can't promise that, but this is doing it on the Gemini without the metal plate. So you can still cut it, but I can't say that it would work if you're doing it on another brand machine because I've not tried it.
Yeah.
I don't want to give you the wrong information, but you can see it has cut that and it's still opening. So it was worth trying it, in case you might have mislaid your metal plate or something. You might still be able to get away with doing it. Right, okay, so we've got this on here now. So what we want to do is we are going to cut. In fact, I want to keep that piece. So what I need to do now, I need to cut the little basket. So I'm going to cut the basket from the teal colour just to give it a bit of variation.
Yeah.
And what I am going to do as well, I'm going to put I'm going to just chop a bit of this because I've got loads of it. I'm going to put a spare bit on top of here, just so that will compress that into there because we've got like little lines on the basket. So if we put an extra piece on top of that, and we can put that through the mini, because it's handy and it's here, it just works something that small. we can put that through, and hopefully that will give us that embossed bit. And then what we can do, so you can see it has given us the embossed section. Now what you can do there, if you want to, you can then pop that back over the top. What we can do is we can take the little dauber there with the brown ink on. Now this is just pigment ink, so this is just going to wash off fine.
Okay.
Because it stays wet for a while anyway. It's just going to wash off. And then what we can do, you see we've got a bit of the basket effect on there now. And I don't know if you can see that really well. I'm going to just pop that back on and do that bottom bit because I feel like I could have put a bit more colour on there. And then that will give us a nice texture on the basket. And if I leave that there, I'll remember to clean that after. Okay, so you can see it, can't you? It's quite cute actually. So that would go underneath there like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see how the balloon's coming together. So what we're going to do now, let's get this. We'll not put that on right till the end, but what we'll do, we'll start to build this up. So we're going to put the balloon somewhere over here so we can still see our own little country there. Okay, so this will go here. So I'm going to glue that on, and I'm going to glue this here as well.
Such great paper. I get Indiana Jones vibes from this paper pad as well.
Of course, yes.
You know when he travels by map?
Yes.
You always have like the little red line, don't they, is where the plane's going, and it like shows you on the screen dot to dot.
Yes.
Where he flies.
Oh yeah, love that. Do you know what I did look at this morning as well? When I was looking at the papers and stuff, I was thinking there's like a compass on one or two of the pages.
Oh right.
And I thought, do you know what? I wonder if you need a compass when you are flying a balloon.
Yeah, you need something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so I had a look to see, and obviously it said, no, you don't. A lot of like balloonists and people who fly balloons depend on kind of GPS on the phones, but they also have to like be aware of the wind direction, and because that's what guides them in the balloon. So they don't necessarily need a compass, because even if the wind's blowing, you know, it doesn't mean they can go where the compass is, because the wind is taking the balloon. But it said a lot of older balloonists do still have a compass in the pocket just in case GPS fails and they're not quite sure they're veering off track or something. So it was quite interesting. I thought, how has that come from us, you know, getting a craft product that's got a hot air balloon on and going, right, well, I'll just look that up now and see what happens.
Funny, isn't it, where your mind goes?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's giving me some information that I didn't know, and I might never need to use that information, but at least I know it now. And that's all come from doing a honeycomb collection at Crafters Companion. It's even doing that is like a learning thing, isn't it? Which is crazy, really. Right, so what we're going to do now, unlike I did before, I'm going to stick this right near the little tab here. Okay, and then, but I am still going to stick this one on top of here, and then take off the backing like that. Now, I've not even tried opening this one out yet, so this is the other thing you can do, you see, because it's new when you do it that way, rather than having to poke around. But just take your time, because the more pressure you put on it, the more it will want to tear. So as you get to that point there, then you can start to lift up any other little bits, and I can see that this needs separating a bit here now as well. So you can just pop your pokey tool in, separate those bits like that, and then when we pull that over and press that down, see, then that's made a really great balloon, hasn't it? That balloon looks really great on there. Okay,
I'll pop on away in your beautiful balloon.
Exactly, yes. So this is going to go on here, but as I said before, we've got a couple of extra bits. What I've done is I've cut a couple of like little postcards and things. So I think what I'm going to do is going to do like a little, almost like add some ink to it, and then, well, let's do the teal ink on here. So we're going to put that around the edge there, and then what we'll do is we'll add a little bit of brown as well, just to kind of grunge it up and make it look a bit older, like we've just discovered it in, you know, in a drawer in an old house or something. Yeah. Just to make it a little bit oldie-worldy.
That basket, by the way, as well, I was thinking, I said the other day about it, you know, the little, oh dear, the ice cream cart die that you've got in the Life is Sweet.
Oh, yes.
Said that it looks like a well if you took certain things from it. There's your little bucket for your well.
Of course,
you could combine the two. Hope you get well soon, right? And then you use that with the well.
Oh my
There's your bucket for the well.
Absolutely.
Hey?
Oh, brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant ideas.
Yeah. It's hanging around with you that I think of things like that, definitely.
Oh, stop it.
No, it is.
Well, do you know, I thought when I looked at it, you know, we're talking about lampshades earlier on, and I was thinking if you cut these little prongs off and turn it the other way, it is actually like a lamp.
Oh,
a lampshade, you know, on a standard lamp or something.
Yeah.
Or a little table lamp. So yeah, it is quite nice. So what we've got now, you can see we've got our map, we've got our balloon, and that's kind of flying over, you know, Europe. We're heading for Britain, but we've also got America on here as well, or some parts of America.
Yeah.
So what I need to do like a stopper as well, but I'd like to be able to put a couple of these little elements on here, but I don't want to cover like a lot up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just snip into here like this, and then I'm going to go kind of down there like that. So I only want a bit of the postcard in, and what I will do is I'll angle that now. So I'll put that to there, I'll do a little pencil mark here, and then I'm going to cut from that corner down to there, so I can put that postcard in place on there. I'm going to do a bit of blue around that bit more brown in the corner here.
Keena's just ordered her set. She says she's ordered it and the washi tape as well.
Oh, fabulous.
Well done, Keena. You'll enjoy this set. It's very, very different, isn't it?
It is very different. And you know, if you sit and think about what can I do with this that's a bit different that someone else might not have thought of. And I was thinking with this hot air balloon as well, I think if you turned it the other way, you could use it as a pear. Cut it in the green. You could use it as like a pear because you've got the leaves and you've got the stalk and you've got the stem for the cherries. So you could maybe make it into a pear, and then you could be putting, you know, to a lovely pair, you know, someone's getting engaged or married or something.
Yeah.
So that would give you another little way of doing something. And then obviously you could, I was thinking as well, you know, with the little ones we've got here, like we use for the cherries, if you bring in, let's just do this. If you bring in the little pot here, and you use this here, put it in here, do this in green and open this out. This can be a little topia tree, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that would sit on top of there in the pot. So you would have that as well. And again, we always say with the hearts, you can do like a bikini.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it's like when you turn a heart upside down, it's like the bikini top for the chest. And then you've obviously got your little bottom there as well. So you could do like a bikini.
Or a little bottom.
Or a little bottom. Yeah, you could do a little bottom.
Good.
Oh, that would be funny. So let's cut across here now. And then, gosh, I've gone so slow today.
No, it's fine.
It'll
be fast-paced tonight at 4. We've got Friday Night Live. Spot the Ball competition tonight.
Spot the Ball.
Is our game. And we've got the Friday Night Faves. More price drops for you as well. And going to be having a look at the Gemini 2 as well this evening on that show. With, I think, Leanne and Debbie, actually. So that should be fun. I'm looking forward to the game tonight as well. Some points to be won if you can spot the ball.
There we go. So what we've done now, we've got these like parts of the postcard popping up. So it kind of gives it a little bit more of a travel thing, and it just kind of evens it out. And then what we're going to do now, we'll pop this onto here. Now, when you're doing an easel card, I always used to do this, and it's probably because I'm always gabbing and talking when I'm demoing.
Yeah.
I used to just be going, oh, yes, we're going to stick this on. I used to cover it with glue and then stick it on and go, oh, I only needed half of the glue. So I always try and put that to one side and glue this bit, just so that I know then I'm doing it right and I'm not going to end up with a real big, gunky, gluey mess on the back of my front panel. So we just do that. And then what we're going to do as well, we'll bring in some of those little bunting flags that I've cut, and I've cut them from the matte paper, and then I've done some ink around them already, so we can just bring some of those in. We'll just give that a second to just grab and dry. And while that's drying, I wanted to show you this little bit here. So what I've done, I wanted a stopper on here.
Yeah.
And it's not going to go quite all the way across, but what I will do is I'll go around this with the brown because we're going on to the teal. This is, again, another little piece of the map that we've had, paper. So we're just inking around there a little bit, make it a bit more oldie-worldy. And then we will pop that on top of here.
Nice.
And then what I am going to do, I'm going to bring in a piece of, what I did, I cut this at home, and I was thinking it could be a little hedgehog. But then obviously I changed my mind because I'd cut it the wrong way. So I cut it the wrong way from the honeycomb paper. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to use this. It will work. I think it will work really well on here. So can you see how it's come out like a border? So I'm going to pop that on there, like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that will actually match quite nicely with the honeycomb paper. It's obviously the same colour. So I'm going to pop that on with, I'll just do it, yeah, I will. I'll just do it with a bit of glue. Because where the honeycomb paper joins here, it's like almost like double thickness. So what we can just do, just pop a little bit of tacky glue on. I'm only putting little spots on.
So I just thought as well, you know the little die in there, the little honeycomb one?
Yes.
I just thought because you've done it in the brown, it looks like the back of someone's head. You could cut the little one out and you could use it with your dressed up gents.
Yeah.
You could have like, so they were looking the other way, you could have that as their hairdo.
You could.
I was just looking at the little cowboy there. It'd be slightly big, the head, but you could put the head on the top of their shoulders, stick the hat on top, and then have their
Oh my goodness,
the hair.
and the hair underneath.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, actually. I love that. I love that thought.
Oh,
That's brilliant.
I want to
Right,
do that now.
okay.
Next show, we'll do that.
I'm just going to see if I've got some twine in here that will work, because I felt like I'd bought some twine in that had some green in, but maybe I'm just imagining that I'd done that. Yeah, I might have done. I might have been thinking I've got it at home and not here. So what we need to do now, we need to put some pads on here. So we've got this standing up, so it will hold our card in place. So I'm just going to put, we have another couple of those pads here somewhere. There we go. Oh, big one. That'll be fine. They're all the same height. So let's pop this on here. We need to just stamp quickly our little kind of sentiment. Just get that off there, and that off there. And then what we can do is, so we're going to put that along the bottom. Now you would decide where you want this to, how like high up you want this to sit.
Yeah.
So we do that like that. So that's going to be our nice little stopper. And then let's bring in some of these flags. Now the bunting here, I cut from like the map paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put like some here, I think, so it will kind of go towards the balloon. But I'm only going to put it on the two end flags so that this other bit stays a little bit more loose. Okay, so we'll put one there, and then we're going to do another one. Now you'll find when you cut this out, because it's a zigzag shape, it will leave a zigzag behind.
Yeah. So
you can use that bit as well. So rather than the flags going that way, they'll kind of go that way, but you can still use them. It will still work. So what we're going to do with this now, I'm going to pop this one down here towards the end of there, so that will meet that bit. Oh gosh, that was lucky that fitted there. Okay, so we've got a bit of the hot air balloon there. So this is the right one here, and then these are the bits that have come from in there. But again, you can still use those. Those are because the triangles are the same size, but they're just going the other way instead.
You're getting a lot of love coming through for this card, by the way.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's a bit Phileas Fogg, isn't it?
80 days around the world.
Yeah.
I used to love that. Willy Fogg, that was, 80 days around the world.
Yes. So let's pop this one about here, and we can move it up so that it fits. It doesn't overlap the edge there.
Have you been in a hot air balloon, did you say?
No, I'd like to.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you do hear some not great stories, don't you, occasionally? It doesn't go quite to plan, but yeah.
Debbie Robinson loves it, as I said to you.
Has she already done it?
Yeah, she's done one,
has already done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as the basket was big, I think I'd be all right. I feel a bit unsafe if it was like a small basket.
Yeah. I guess if you took like a little parachute with you, it would be all right, wouldn't it?
Just in case.
Just in case, yeah. Just in case.
Although you'd have to be a fair way up, wouldn't you, to deploy the parachute?
Yeah, you would actually, unless you made your strings a bit shorter, just in case.
Yeah.
Right, so let's do, I'm going to stamp this in black because I want it to be seen. This says open for a surprise, so we want to stamp this on so that we can actually still see that you have to open it yourself. And then, so let's pop that on there like that. Because when we close this up, the opening bit will be over this side anyway, so that kind of lines up with that. And then what I just want to do quickly, open up for a surprise, is to take a little piece of paper and stamp on here, up, up and away. I love that song.
That's Fifth Dimension.
Yes. But you know what? There's a really great one as well by he's a German guy and he sounds like Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yeah.
I think his name is, I don't know if it's Tom Gabel, Tom Gable. I think it's spelled Gaebol. And he does an absolutely amazing big band version of it.
Ah.
And it's really, really good with a
Tom
nice...
Gable.
Tom Gable.
Up, up and away.
Yeah. And he sings just like Frank Sinatra. It's pretty amazing, really. It's the tone of his voice.
I'm going to have to listen to that now.
You'll love it.
Oh, yeah. Up, up and away, Tom Gable.
Yeah, got a really great... I mean, he's got some great albums, but I think he's only done one, like, big band one. But, yeah, it's just really good. And there's a really great... And his brother plays in the band as well. His brother plays sax. So he's an amazing sax player. And he does a really great solo in the middle of it as well. So it's really good. It's very unusual, but it's really, really nice. So what we're going to do, let's pop this on. A couple of little pads here. And then... And we can always add extra bits to that because we've got a few little bits of postcard left and we've got some bunting. But I just wanted to, like, kind of give the idea of it being more of a vintage balloon rather than it being a fun type balloon. So we'll pop that in the middle. That just says up, up and away. And then I think we'll just leave that like that because it's quite busy, even though there's a lot going on there. But you can kind of see that you've got, you know, you could put more on. We could add an extra bit of a postcard up here because they have got some other little bits. So I might do that in the break. But hopefully then, and obviously we can shut that like that. And if you want to put something on there, then you can. Brilliant. But it says open for a surprise. So it's kind of in the right area for you to go, oh, open this bit here. And don't forget as well, you have got, we should have stuck that on actually. We've got the little arrow. Let me just, can I stick that on? And then that's on there because that will give you an idea then as to where you were going to open it. Because we've got that arrow and that does look a bit kind of empty here. So if I pop that here and put open for a surprise, and hopefully that would just show up on there. If it doesn't show up too much, you could always add like a little bit of white pen. But you can see now, they know that they have to open that bit there for a surprise. Yeah. And then the balloon will open out. But yeah, that's the vintage one done.
That is absolutely fantastic. Lots of lovely comments coming through, as I've said, and plenty of inspiration there for you, hopefully, to take from that. This looks amazing, says Stephanie. And Jean Marie says, Ben, with each passing day, you are coming up with more and more crafty ideas for projects. I think CC has turned you into a fully fledged crafter without you even knowing it.
Yeah.
I told you I'd hang around these guys long enough. I kind of just absorb the ideas and the knowledge.
I think part of it is confidence as well, isn't it? Because you might have thought of doing something similar, but it's just the putting it, you know, getting your hands on and doing it, and you think, oh, I can't do that. But you can, and there's nobody judging you. Never think there's anybody judging you. Craft is a hobby. Yeah. And even though we do it for a job, we do the whole package as a job, so the selling and you know, being a guest and stuff like that. And when I'm at home, I just make whatever I like, and there's no one around to see what I'm doing. So who's to say whether it's wrong or right? Yeah. It's just really nice that we can all share the ideas, I think.
Lovely card, Sheila says, Sheila Sloggy. It was a fantastic make. If you want to grab it, everything is available for you. It's the Weekend Wonder. You're probably wondering why you haven't got it, so you'll get it this weekend. See what I did there? You're getting the 35-piece set here, so it is all of the multimedia dies for you to be able to create the honeycomb effect, if you like. It's all the other dies that work around that as well. So I'm going to cut your bases, going to cut the detail, and of course you get the stamps included in there too to be able to create sentiments like sweet as honey, you're sweet, and I love you. You've also got in there, don't forget, all the components that you need to complete this project. Hook and loop dots, these are great. 216 you get. It's essentially a 3-pack of 72. If you need more of those, they do happen to run out, you can buy individual 72 packs of those, but that is a lot of hook and loop dots to keep you going. And of course you do get your honeycomb paper as well, and this of course is the most important part, because without it you won't be able to do what Sheila's just done. You have got these 6 different colours in this set, so you've got your beautiful pink there, you've got your yellow, that beautiful blue, the green, the red, and the brown. That is quite a lot of honeycomb paper to keep you going. However, if you do decide that you want more of that, it might just be a set that's really caught your imagination. You think, right, I'm going to be making these till they're coming out my ears. You can buy more of the honeycomb paper individually, and you can also buy more of the hook and loop dots individually as well. But the best way to go is to get the showstopper, add those bits in individually should you wish. It is $35.99 if you're a platinum member in the UK, $43.99 if you're in the US, and of course if you are in the US you are just $6 shy of your free shipping, so worth having a quick peruse and a browse of the summer sale section on the website to add anything else in to get you over that $50 free shipping threshold. It's been a marvellous show. I can't believe I'm saying that we're off for an hour again. We have got another rerun for you, which I believe is Colour Me Happy from earlier in the week, and we're going to be back in an hour's time with Friday Night Live, where we've got Spot the Ball, we've got our Friday Night Faves, we've got more price drops as well, and we didn't drop all of the price drops that we did in Crafters Connect, so we'll be dropping more prices in that show. So it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll come along and join us, and I think the competition, the game tonight is a lot easier, so there'll be less kind of chaos and less drama and fighting that happened last week. We all fought with each other and then went off for the weekend, but you know what, weekend passed over and we came back all friends, which is nice. Tonight it'll be fine. Tonight we're going to have a ball. See what I did there, because it's Spot the Ball. Anyway, thanks for watching the Weekend Wonder. Until next time, bye for now.